Nigeria Exchange Banking, Consumer Goods and Industrial Indices lost 0.26%, 0.11% and 0.1% respectively. The Nigeria Exchange Insurance and Oil and Gas posted gains of 0.65% and 0.07% respectively. Now, to better understand what went down at the market yesterday, joining us is in-house analyst Ambrose Amodio, Chief Research Officer at Invest Data Consultant Limited. Thank you for joining us, Ambrose.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now, we see the Nigerian equities markets extending the bearish sentiment on Monday as the index declined by 0.58% to settle at a new level of 53,772.3 basis points. What do you think were the factors behind this negative sentiment?
Yeah, actually, the market on Monday was a kind of short-lived uptrend. The market in the previous week had about 3 days uptrend, powerful one, but on Monday, we saw a mistrend in the market because we have a positive market trend and a decline in the offshore index. Tells that we have more buyers in the market than sellers because we had about 25 stocks that gained and just 17 that recorded a decline. But the myth in the market is that the high cap stock like MTN, Julius Berger and Nestle Nigeria. Nestle Nigeria, Julius Berger and the selling back was adjusted for dividend they declared for 2021. While profit taking in MTN is what I put the market down yesterday. But I believe that as markets open this morning, in reaction to the rate hike, market was delayed. But the people that market trying to stabilize at this level, but market just pulled back, losing about 0.58%. For me, it's not a bad one. For those that are in the market that understand how to trade, this is time for them to always catch out their profit at the right time. Don't wait the market take away your profit from you. For me, there's no cause for alarm in the market because we are seeing that stocks that have a March year end after they releasing their earnings to the market. That also might be a plus if the numbers expected beat market expectation.
But how do you reconcile the difference, looking at the fact that the total volume traded surged to 27.5 billion units, valued at 194.3 billion naira, yet the index lost 169 billion naira in market capitalization?
Yeah, the 27 billion share that was running on the chain was a cross deal. So the deal of the Union Bank as the major stakeholder that bought about 93.41% holding of the bank was traded yesterday at 7 naira. That was one of them. It's not from the market. The cross deal that Titanic Bank that acquired 93.41 of the Union Bank was executed yesterday. That's why I saw that good volume. Market for me is still not doing badly, still not that. But as I said, the activities of buyers in the market, we are seeing it improving. We are seeing more gainers yesterday, saying that people are coming back to take position ahead of anything in the month of July. Knowing that today is the last day of the month of May. And May also month to date, May have returned about almost 8.24%. For me, it's a good one for the month of May. That is why I said for the month of June, we expect this market to continue because the profit taking for not starting anything in the month of July. Yeah.
But there was a block divestment in Union Bank of Nigeria, as we saw the stock was the most traded by volume and value at 27.434 billion, and also we saw 191.4 billion units respectively. What do you think informed this massive rally?
I said it earlier. I said the company that bought 93.4% of Union Bank, it was officially executed yesterday. That's why we saw that volume of 27.3 billion shares, worth about 194 billion. That means those that bought the share now, they automatically are taking charge of the share at was close for them at 7 naira. See, it's not enough to change the market, but it shows that the new entrance of this bank into Union Bank will bring the transformation in that bank. That's why investors in Union Bank, our advice is to hold their position and watch, because if a company is selling about almost 93.41, you have less than 6.4 that left for the market and that's for that. The shareholding structure of the bank is becoming tight, and that if the company starts performing well, we still rapid their price acquisition because the share of this company is not outside the market.
Well, let's look at the losers and the gainers. We saw that on the losers charts, we saw the shares of Presco losing 18 naira in the early session on Monday to close at 162 naira. And, you know, one would have expected that the impressive financial year report for the year 2021 and the first quarter results could have made a difference. But what would you attribute this negative trend to?
Yeah, I would say that for Presco, it's just what we call profit taking that is going on. The result of the company is good. At this time, it says that investors are taking for those that have entered as low as 140, 130, just as high as 180. They are about to take profit. It's just profit taking activities that we're seeing in Presco.
Also, we see for the gainers, we see Trans Nationwide Express Limited going up by 9.8% to close at 78 kobo. And of course, it topped the gainers list, and that was followed by the Nigeria Police Force Microfinance Bank gaining 9.7% to close at 1 naira 80 kobo. What would you attribute this gain to?
Yeah, the price movement of Trans Express and Police Microfinance, I would say it's low price attraction, because for Police Microfinance, the price was adjusted the previous day, that same day for a bonus of 1 for 9. And you know, the price become attractive at a lower price. That is what attracted investors to that. That is low price attraction, and also knowing that it's a low cap stock, easily front and go into that stock and move the price up. It's just market forces and sentiments for the two stocks. Yeah.
Let's look at the performance across sectors, where we saw the banking declining by 0.3%, consumer goods by 0.1%, and then industrial goods, these sectors, you know, industrial goods 0.1%. Which of these sectors are investors looking at right now, and why do you think investors should be looking in that direction?
No, actually, if you look at the figure that is coming out from the global economy about inflation, I think that most country inflation has also hit up for the month of May. And for those that want to really hedge against inflation, look for those companies that has a commodity backed stocks that they can easily push the cost and the inflation to consumers. And they can never post the data number. That is what we're looking at now. I believe that industrial goods is a place to look at. Banking sector being a direct benefit from rate hike is a good place to look at. Then agricultural sector is also a good place to look at. Oil and gas is equally a good one. As oil has almost crossed $120 this morning. For me, it's a good one also to look at oil stocks, especially those that involved in a good oil business in the oil sector of our market.
So what sentiments are likely to dominate the market this week?
I've said it earlier, today is the last trading day of the month of May. We expect the market to be in a misdirection. But as we enter into the month of June, I expect the market to pull back a little before it can also continue the uptrend. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for your analysis, Ambrose Amodio, Chief Research Officer at Invest Data Consulting Limited. Thank you for your thoughts this morning.
Thanks for having me.